Shep was putting up Wilt the Stilt numbers, boy. 63 in high school. Sheesh. You?
Yo,
Yes, sir. What kind of situation did you go into though at St. Francis? Like, what was the scene like as far as seniors and juniors on the team that were there?
I had a few seniors that was there. I had a dude, Eric Thompson, uh, Bronski and them was seniors when I was there. So I
Okay.
was I was sitting out and I couldn't play.
All right.
So I was sitting out and I was just learning, just watching, going to practice, watching, because
Got
I
it.
couldn't do anything because of the NCAA rules at that time.
Okay.
So I'm just sitting out I'm just seeing it. So I'm just focusing on, they got me on a little meal plan. They got me on a little weight room schedule. They got me on a little individual schedule when I can't, because I can't do stuff with the team.
Yeah.
So now I'm just kind of figuring out this game of basketball and watching it and watching it. And honestly, even though I wanted to play right away, that year they had so much talent that I don't even know where I would have fit in at.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Got
So that was a year of personal development.
Okay.
And then right when that year was over, was sitting out, they had a conversation with me. It was like, you see everything that we have that's coming back. Christian, you know what I'm saying? So you see that, and now you see what's leaving and
Mm-hmm.
what's needed. So they respected the fact that how I scored in high school.
Yeah.
And they was like, are you gonna be able to get 30? No. But can you come and get 16 and help us win games? Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what we need from you over the summer. So over the summer, every day I was at the school. Every
Okay.
day I was getting better. I was, it was 2 days a summer. It was weight room. It was all that type of stuff. They're like,
Yep.
you can't come back in here though with a freshman body.
Yeah.
So once they told me that, once I was shown that situation, it just started shifting my mentality about approaching the game of basketball and the game and just and working.
Okay.
So that following year, when I was able to play and I was still considered a rookie, that's when I was just going crazy. I was going off every game. We was winning games, we was losing games, but every week I was either getting rookie of the week or I was in the conversation of rookie of the week. So if it was 13 weeks in a season, I won rookie of the week 10 weeks.
How rewarding was that for a kid that been working his ass off, but was not always looked at like the kid that was working his ass off until you went up and put NBA 2K numbers up?
It was great, man, because it just was. And again, at that time, like, I don't know, it's difficult now, right? Like, especially with me working with kids, with me coaching, you know what I'm saying, high school basketball.
Yes, sir.
Not that they don't have the same passion,
Yep.
but they don't have the same competitive spirits,
Yeah.
right?
Different.
So I'm looking at, remember, I sat out a year. Me and Kiki the same age.
Yeah.
I sat out a year.
Okay.
But the year I'm sitting out, I'm watching him tear the NCAA up,
Destroy.
destroying this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm watching Steve Burt go crazy.
Man.
I'm watching Jay Wingate go crazy,
Yep.
right? And leading them. I'm watching Lou Flores and them. Like, and these are my peers. So I
Yeah.
couldn't have those conversations with them that first year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was outsider because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
couldn't talk about practice, how crazy practice was, because I couldn't. And then when it come down to playing, I couldn't do that either.
Yep.
So now, when I come back in, and now I'm killing, you know what I'm saying, the NEC, and I'm getting rookie of the week every week, every week, every week. And now I get to play against Kiki, and I get to go to Manhattan, I get to play against them, and we get to talk track. now, not only was that fulfilling for myself, but I'm like, whoever was doubting me now or was talking shit, you can't, because now I fit in these conversations.
Yep. You proved yourself.
So now, so it was just, it just was it was a blessing to even be able to sit amongst, you know what I'm saying, people that I respected with the game, but be able to sit at that table with them same conversation. You just had 20, me too. How they guarded you tonight? Yo, they was guard, yo, I had to run off 4 or 5 sprint. Like, I was able to, you know what I mean, do that. If I was getting a highlight of me crossing somebody, I was able to send it to my friends, like, yo, look at this. You know what I'm saying? So it just was a great feeling. And it just made me want to compete. Like, I see what y'all doing over there, but now y'all got to see what I'm doing over here.
On this side.
Yep.
That first college game, though, what did it feel like for a kid that this was a lifetime dream and it's about to actually happen for you? What was that feeling like for you?
First, I don't think that I've ever been nervous in a game before. Like, I'm not talking about as a little kid.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All little kids is nervous.
Of course.
Once I got the comfortableness and the talent, I never was nervous in the game.
Okay.
Until that first college game. I felt like Willie Beeman. Like when Willie Beeman first got on the joint, he was ready to throw up.
Ready to vomit.
Especially because that year of playing, I started.
Yep.
So that first game, when they call your name, you know what I'm saying, you got to run out and you got to get the. I'm sure if there's footage of that, I probably look like the biggest goofball. I'm probably missing fives and all types of, like, just super excited.
Yeah.
Because I'm here, like, I've arrived with it. So it was super butterflies until the ball go up in the air and I realized, like, yo, everybody hoops the same.
Yeah, it's basketball.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a game. But just the anticipation and leading up to it and going through preseasons and all that, and now coach telling you, like, yo, you starting tomorrow and you're in this 5, and it was just like, damn, okay, yeah, I'm here. So like I said, I was Willie Beeman. Like, it took a minute for the nerves to calm down, but after that, it was like, you here, make this thing happen.
Knowing yourself and how hard you work, I'm sure you knew that you could be a starter once you do come back. Was it known that you were gonna be a starter, or did you?
No, it wasn't known. I had to work for my spot.
Talk about that.
Especially because me and Christian kind of played the same spot.
Yes, sir.
And Christian Brown he definitely shot the 3 ball better than me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We both were super passionate on the defensive end. We both did the little things, charges, diving on the floor, mixing it up, getting rebounds, all of the above. But we played the same position.
Yes.
So it was like, you know, when you go blue and white in practice, that's who I'm matching up against.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So now and Christian was never no slouch. So it's never like I'm busting his ass just consistently, and you know what I'm saying, I'm outworking him for that spot. Christian got a great day, I got a great day. You know what I'm saying? Christian went crazy and he ain't miss all practice. I went crazy, I ain't miss all practice. But I think we kind of showed them how well we can do this together. Yeah. And then me, in the way I played, especially coming from the high school shit where having the ball in my hand so much, they understood I could put the ball on the floor more than him. You know what I'm saying? He can spot up and he can hit the 3 ball. You know what I'm saying? He can slash and get to and get a dump off, but I could create more. So now we changed it from at St. Francis from playing 3 out, 2 in to 4 out, 1 in. So now they played me at the 4 and left Christian at the 3, which made me the matchup problem because now I got 4s guarding me, and ain't no 4 in the NEC gonna be able to stay in front of me. You know what I'm saying? And now, you know, once you get to college, you learn that extra pass. As a high school kid, you might take an extra dribble just to shoot it because nobody's teaching you that. But in college, you learn once they close out, you make that extra pass. That extra pass leads to another pass. So now, not only can I score the ball, but now I'm getting assists. So now, if 4 out 1 in, but if I'm at the top of it, you got a shooter, got a big shooter in the corner. Now, when you collapsing on us, now I'm making plays with it too.
Got you.
And me and Christian, of course, like already playing with you, knowing each other from the hood, like we already had a chemistry.
Yeah.
And that just carried over. And now, what I always loved about Christian was he crazy, but he worked
hard. No.
hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I didn't go to the weight room today, Christian coming in the room like, yo, you ain't lift today? What's wrong with you? And Christian out here trying to get like this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. So now he making me feel, and even though we the same age, but I sat out a year. So he got the veteran status over me.
Yep.
So he's showing me how to lead, and still, even though we the same age, he still at times treat me like a young boy.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm like, yo, you bugging out. We the same. But I had to get on his level of a work ethic.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If Christian is talking to the security guards and talking about, yo, I'll come back in here by myself at 10 o'clock to work out, to get shots up. And he not telling nobody, but he come back to the dorm super sweaty, like, yeah, I just put up 150 shots. I'm like, how the fuck you got the key? He don't want to tell nobody. But then I see him talking to security. Now it's my turn to talk to security.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we had to, I looked at him as a peer, as a friend, but also we competitors. I don't care. We teammates, and we're going to be the best teammates. But also, if they decide to no longer play me at the 4 and say you're a 3, you my competition, bro. So I got to keep that edge and go at you.
You was always a 3, right?
I was always a 3. I was always a 3, but because of the style that we wanted to play at St. Francis, I played the 4. And my pops and them was like, yo, what are you doing playing the 4? I'm guarding 4s. I'm guarding bigs and shit like that.
Yep.
But Coach Breaker and Coach Ganlin, I always liked it. I always liked playing defense because of Riverside.
Okay.
Because of how fun we made defense look with steals. Yeah. And now, you know, once you start getting older, it steals no longer lead to layups. Steals lead to dunks. Steals lead to alley-oops. I liked it.
Yep.
Coach Breaker, Coach Ganley made me fall in love with defense.
Okay.
Because it was 94 feet, no help.
Yeah.
If you got beat, you got subbed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That made me fall in love with this shit. Like, so now, even though my pops and them was mad and I'm playing the 4 and I'm killing offensively, but they like, yeah, you shouldn't be banging down there. I'm like, yeah, but I'm starting to love defense so much that these 4s ain't gonna overpower me.
Got you.
Now I'm learning little tricks on the defensive end regarding somebody bigger than me. Learning how to pull a chair. Learning what swipes to get. Learning what hand to go block a shot with. Learning how to take a charge. You know what I'm saying? Now this shit getting different because of them. Okay. Because on the high school side, I ain't really pay attention to it. Like, I never was comfortable with getting 30 and giving up 30. Yeah. But my coach never emphasized defense like that. I just had a defensive mentality because of AAU basketball. Naturally, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So which if not only am I going to give you 30, but I'm also going to let you only get 10. You know what I'm saying? Because AAU, Riverside, if we hit 90, they like, yo, fam, if they get 70, y'all running. So we punishing. We ain't no sportsmanship, no hold the ball. Yeah. We on the road, we going 100. We letting everybody know that we not holding the ball and being nice. Yeah. We pressing from the start to the finish, and we not giving up 75 points a game. We not giving you'd be lucky at that time if you was getting 55 against us. Got it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I already like the defensive style, but they just made me fall in love with that. What was the biggest adjustment you had to make from going from a 3 to a 4? Because that's night and day, man. Like, that's nowhere near the same position. The biggest adjustment I had to make was accepting the physicalness. Like, we this is the time when I'm talking about, like, schools right now got all these high-tech facilities and all that, the weight rooms being done over. This is early 2000s when you lifting with steel weight like you in jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So big men over there, they strong as, like, they brawling. So you taking an elbow, you taking a hit, you coming off a screen and you getting hit with one of them. I gotta thank Nike and all that for starting to make, you know, the drop fit shit with the pads and all
With
that,
the pads,
because
the rib cage,
yeah, like
all
for the
that.
rib cage, because if not, because I never, my heaviest playing was overseas at 225 solid. School, my shit might have been 211,
Yeah.
213. You know what I'm saying? I never was super big.
Yeah,
So the biggest adjustment was learning how to take hits, give hits,
Yep.
and also just stay with a mentality of how to use angles with basketball. Because the bigs, they want to play from up here. They want to play from up top. They want to,
Yes.
now I got to use and maneuver how to get around, how to get an angle to get a foul, how to score in different ways, how to.
I was just going to ask you that.
Yeah, like how to, you know what I mean? So that just became the consensus of just me working. Like, you know what I'm saying? How to beat a big down the floor. Learning how to use stuff to my own advantage. Like, use what I do to my own advantage. So instead of being a four, and most fours trail it because bigs are taught to run rim to rim.
Yes.
Now I learned how to sprint out on a break, and if I don't get it, come back around to the top of the key. Because I learned that ain't no big that's 6'9" gonna keep up with me. So I gotta put him in the track meet.
Okay, got you.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to start making those type of adjustments, which helped, and which made me just start understanding my own game.
So did playing the four take the ball out of your hands any like did it put the ball in your hands any less, or did it force you to learn how to score from a different way because you're in a different position?
It forced me to learn how to score from a different way because in college basketball is so much help side.
Okay.
High school basketball, you get a lot of one-on-one stuff.
Yeah.
You either get one-on-one or a zone.
Yep.
They don't teach help to helper in high school.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
They don't teach weak side help for high school basketball. They teach
no way.
You play man to man, and if your man beats you, once I beat my man, I'm just walking through the lane. There's nobody in high school basketball that's stepping in and taking charges and all that other type of stuff.
Yep.
So playing the four, I had one-on-one opportunities, but now I got to learn how to slow myself down, how not to get a charge, how to make the kick, and how to become unselfish. Like in high school, those same passes probably would have been shots.
Gotcha.
Make a miss, and as a coach, you just live with the results because of what I'm bringing to the table.
Absolutely.
But in college, when we're all on the same playing field, and we're teaching the right things with basketball, I had to learn how to become unselfish. I had to learn how to become more of a team guy.
Yep.
And understand that today I got 12 shots. Tomorrow I might get 8. Next week game I might get 16 shots, depending on how you're being played. I learned how to not call for the ball so much and go back door. So playing a four helped a lot with my game because it just made me realize that how to use things to my own advantage, right? Like it's a lot of guys who you tell them they're gonna play the four, and that's the first thing that they get pissed off at. They look at who guarding them, and they're like, "Yo, come on, B, I can't guard this big ass thing. I don't want to be guarded."
Yep.
But, you know what I'm saying? And that already mentally might get them out the game. But now I'm learning how to maneuver and how to use all of what I got with me to my own advantage. I'm learning now. I got to work on a pull-up. I never had a pull-up before. I never had to shoot the 3 before.
Gotcha.
I can get to the lane whenever I want.
Yep.
Now I got to start falling in love with the mid-range.
The mid-range, yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So now my summers of working out become different because now I start working out with guards. Now me and Keith going to the park.
Yep.
we're going to the park because I need him to help me with my mid-range game. Because he's a threat from the three, but I need to now know how to score in that paint.
Yes.
I need to know how to pull up. You know what I'm saying? So now it just becomes a little bit different.
Yeah, because once somebody at your size with your agility hits 2 mid-range shots, that big has to come out. And that's when he falls into your trap, because that's when you can get right by him and get to where you got to get.
Yes, sir.
But also, it puts more of a stress on your body, like your pops was saying.
Yep.
Now you're guarding those 6'10", 6'8", 6'9", 60, 240s. And you know what I mean? And you got to do it on both ends.
But it helps because when college is over and I transition to going overseas,
yes,
I can't go in there with if I ain't already in shape or, you know what I mean, put on some muscle, I damn sure better do it before I get over there because that's how they play.
Well, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So it helped because I'm already ahead of the curve.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If I go in there, if I only play the 3 in school and I never bang and I never deal with bigs, going over there, who knows what's happening to me, especially my first job. My first job, I'm going over there. I'm going to Iceland. They big as shit. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't put on some weight in school, if I don't hit the weight room, if I don't learn how to play against bigs and learn how to bang with them, I'm screwed when I get over there.
Yeah, you hit. Yeah.
So it helps. It worked out.
Okay. And that freshman year, how'd it go for you?
Rookie of the year. But college basketball changed my mentality because I started appreciating wins and losses more than individual goals and individual accomplishments.
Yes,
so
sir.
Now when we're losing in the tournament, now that stuff is starting to hurt. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm no longer getting rookie of the year or honorable mention team or whatever the case may be and feeling good about it because my season is over long before everybody else's.
Early. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now I had to mature. I couldn't be the selfish, immature, I got 30 guy no more. Now it's, are you gonna get us some wins? Because now it's a business. And now winning matters. High school winning didn't matter because I wasn't at a powerhouse school that was playing for state championships and all that.
And yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I never really, and I was winning on AAU side.
Yeah.
So, okay, I wasn't winning high school, but I was winning the AAU. I was, whatever you want to say, cool. We have the playoffs, but I'm about to go Riverside to Texas and we about to win everything.
Playing against a much higher level of competition.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So college just shaped my mind of what matters in this game.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? You can sit there and have all the accolades in the world, and we know. I mean, we got so many guys that's in the league that's killers.
Yeah.
But haven't won a ring, so we keep them away from certain conversations. You know what I'm saying? So college just made me start understanding that side of basketball. Like, fam, we got to get a win.
Yeah.
It's like this don't feel good, especially when you got seniors that's ahead of you, and you see how losing early affected them, the tears. You know what I'm saying? Like that just started making me feel like I got to do more. I got to try to help my team and get to where we need to go to and get this feeling. All right, we lost in the first round. Let's try to get to the second round. Let's try to get to a conference ship. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to make the tournament. I'm looking at Jay Wingate and them win the MAC.
Yeah.
Go play against Chris Paul. In the tournament and win a game.
Yeah, be flawed.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I'm like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's I have no regrets with anything with the game of basketball, but those moments I wish I could have had because that's just something special.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that just made me, and I didn't win on the high school level. I didn't win on the college level. So as a pro, when I started seeing some of my friends as pros win it, I was like, okay, I get why winning feels so damn good. You know what I'm saying? So that was the biggest thing with college, like, was just winning, man. Like, winning means a lot.
Yeah.
And you feel the same. You feel the same gratification, like whether you was the first, like whether you was a man or you never played the game.
100%.
That winning feel just meant so much to you.
Yeah, absolutely. So you get rookie freshman year.
Yep.
So you know that you knew all along that you could play at this level,
Yep.
and now you're continuing to prove why you knew that.
Yep.
You're excelling. So you coming back for your sophomore year. How does it go for you?
I'm coming back for my sophomore year, which is really my junior year.
Yep.
Because I sat out.
Because you sat out the first. Yep.
And I'm coming back my sophomore year, and I'm with my junior year, and I'm thinking that it's gonna be a great year, and I get sick. I go through preseason, all that, and then I get sick in the dorm room.
Oh.
Like literally right before the season started. I had a viral infection. I ended up losing like 22 pounds or something like that.
Damn.
Like I had to kind of retrain how to move with basketball, all that. Like I got super sick at school.
Okay.
So when I finally got cleared and got healthy, I wasn't playing. We had a new coach, and Brian Nash, our coaching staff got fired.
Okay.
So I had a new coach that came from Senior Hall. Me and B Nash knew each other because B Nash was one of the guys who was at Senior Hall when they happened to pop up in the gym for school for me.
For you.
At high school, so we kind of already knew each other, but we never really spoke.
Okay.
He kept me, but he brought in some of his own guys. But getting sick just messed me up.
Okay.
And if I was smart, and if I wasn't selfish, then I probably should have got a medical red shirt.
Red shirt, yeah. I was thinking.
But what happened was, after I got Rookie of the Year and my coaching staff got fired, Coach Breaker went to St. John's with Norm Roberts.
Okay.
And I was going to leave and go with him. They asked me to transfer to St. John's.
Yeah.
But physically, I wanted to. Mentally, I couldn't do it again. I couldn't sit out again.
And then out of the
like I sat out, like I'm coming from high school averaging 29 and 12. Tearing the PSL up. And then I get to school and I can't play. And I couldn't practice and I couldn't do anything. So mentally, that killed me all year.
Yep.
So then I finally get to play, and now I go get Rookie of the Year.
Exactly. I was about to think you tear it up and you do your thing.
Now I start all over and I show you I'm here again.
Yep.
And then my coaching staff get fired, new guy coming in, but my coach is like, yo, come with me to St. John's. And I'm like, I can't sit out again. I can't go through this shit again. My best friend just led the nation in scoring.
Facts.
I can't go through another year of watching him do him, and I can't hoop. Nah, I couldn't do it.
Gotcha.
So mentally, it just bothered me. And then to come back in the junior year, new coach, me and him bumping heads a little bit, but I'm starting to understand him. He's starting to understand me. Then I get sick.
Okay.
Now I'm in the dorm room. I ain't gonna lie, I missed like a week or two of class. Cause I was just like mentally like what the hell? Like why? Because I always was the underdog.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So now I'm just feeling like all the cards is always against me. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm out of it. I ain't even thinking basketball. I'm calling home and I'm telling my mom, like, yo, listen, I'm out. Like I don't even want to do the school thing no more. I'm sick. I can't play. I can't practice. I can't even come around the team because they don't even know what I got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't even come around them and be around guys. I'm in the dorm room. They moved my roommate. They moved Mello to a whole nother suite because he couldn't stay with me.
Got it.
I'm like, yo, this is some bullshit. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? So I just was over it.
Okay.
So once then the everything just comes back. Like, the nice text messages, the praise from the family and all that, and the trainers, they like, yo, listen, we're going to get you back healthy and we're going to figure this out. We understood it was a viral infection that wasn't life-threatening. You just got to get through this. You got to put back on more weight. I'm getting the meal plan. I'm eating. I'm getting healthy. But now we getting into the season, and I'm games behind.
Okay.
And when I say I should have took a medical red shirt because, you know, once you don't play a certain amount of games, after a certain amount of games, you're able to still get your medical red shirt. But once
Yep.
you miss that mark,
That cutoff.
that cutoff point, now you got to play.
Yeah.
So I was right at the cutoff point, and I was healthy, and it was either play or get the red shirt. And I'm like, yo, I done worked my way back into shape. I put back on weight. I got to play.
Okay.
But he had already had his own thing going. So that kind of threw us off. And
Okay.
that threw me off. And that threw off numbers. And that threw off system. And that threw off me as a player. And that kind of messed with me mentally.
Okay.
So my junior year to me was not a waste, but it just wasn't what it should have been.
It wasn't, yeah. It could have been.
Because now everything is playing. I got sick in the dorm room. If I leave and go to St. John's, do I still get sick? Now I'm regretting the school. I'm hating I'm hating everything.
And at
this point, I'm just walking around angry.
Yeah.
Like, and Mello, like me and Melo was, you know, me, my roommate, my teammate from AAU.
Yep.
And he like, yo, you're not yourself. I just was angry because I didn't even want to be there.
Okay.
Because I felt like this school did me dirty.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never had no issue like this with a sickness before in my life, but I got sick here at school.
Yep.
When I had the opportunity to leave y'all.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the pills that I was getting from the training room wasn't what I should even been taking. Like, I just was angry.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So I felt like it wasn't a waste because, you know, it still ended up being semi-productive.
Okay.
But it just wasn't what it should have been coming off the year that I had.
Exactly. Coming off a rookie of the year.
Yeah, it just was bad. You know what I'm saying? And then it was just, as we move forward and we go through to my senior year.
Yep.
And and NCAA, we're fighting with the NCAA with certain things.
Okay.
And I'm not getting what I need from the school and backing me.
Okay.
Fighting with the NCAA. I'm feeling like they're not really, you know what I'm saying, going through too much, like going the extra mile for me.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going into my senior year, like so frustrated from my junior year, and in my senior year, I'm the only senior.
Wow.
I have nothing but young guys with me.
Yeah.
Senior year, y'all decide to do the damn gym floor over, finally. So my first 15 games is on the road. I don't even get to play at home.
Your senior year.
My senior year, we started 0-13. First play of the game, senior year, we in the tournament, preseason tournament, Syracuse, playing against the Qs.
Yep.
First play of the game, I try to go dunk on Terrence Roberts.
Yep.
I get pushed to the floor. I get a tailbone bruise. You know what I'm saying? Like, in front of so many NBA scouts, I'm like, yo, this shit is just not, like, these cards just ain't in my favor.
Tough. Yeah, you was dealt a tough hand, boy.
And then we start 0-13. Make the playoffs that year.
Okay.
But start 0-13. I'm the only senior. I'm getting blamed for everything. Me and B Nash bumping heads. Like, it just was bad because I'm second guessing myself on the decisions I made.
Up until that.
So I'm walking around the school. I don't want to talk to the teachers. I don't want nothing. Like, just, like, I hate it here.
Yeah.
But I had a great person at the school that I could always go talk to, a dean. And me and her sat down, and she was like, listen, if life gonna throw stuff at you and you just let it keep hitting you and you keep showing your bruises, give life up. I was like, damn, what? Like, how you tell me that? She was like, I'm just telling you the truth.
Yeah.
Because you're walking around here thinking that the building doesn't love you when the building loves you. And we're rooting for you, but everything that you're going through, you're lashing out at us. Let everything help you.
Yeah.
So then I started, you know, understanding it. I started getting more team friendly because as a senior, you got so many young guys and you got to lead the young guys, but they're not on the same page as you.
Got you.
mentally they're not on the same page as you. Mentally, they're not thinking, I gotta get out of here and go get a job across that water.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to start. I had to go back into my high school mode from my senior year with my high school coach, and having to make him make adjustments before I transferred. I had to get them on the same mentality as me.
Okay.
And we had a few guys that I know if I brought them together, we could do it.
Okay.
And then now we go through that whole joint with no home games.
Mm-hmm.
And now I get that first home game and I go off for like 24. And now I'm feeling good again.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And now it's like, okay, cool. Listen, we lost every preseason game, but what we gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And now we go through it and we make the playoffs. We lose early, but it's like it wasn't a waste of a year because it could have went even worse.
Productive.
You know what I'm saying? But I started looking at the glass, you know what I'm saying, the way it was supposed to be looked at. Started taking the bad with the good and the good with the bad, and I made it happen.
Got you. Man, Kiki said, how about your blocking foul on him when he went baseline for a dunk and you almost broke his wrist?
Yo, can we block Kiki and get him the hell out of here?
Oh, he was trying to throw it on you?
No. First off, Kiki couldn't dunk. And he gonna get mad. He probably about to text my phone.
You could say that. I can't say. I never saw it happen, but I can't say he couldn't do it.
Kiki couldn't dunk. What happened was, Kiki went baseline. I was all the way on the other side of the. I should have been minding my business. I'm glad I didn't hurt my man.
Yeah.
It was nothing more than a sprain, but I should have minded my business.
Mm-hmm.
What happened was that game I was playing bad.
Got you.
So I had to do something to stay on the floor.
Okay.
So Keek went baseline, and I ran from the left side all the way to the right side to take a charge. I should have minded my business. He probably was going to lay the ball up. I should have minded my business.
Yeah.
I went, took the charge. They didn't call a foul. They didn't call a block. They didn't call a charge, nothing. They let it play on.
Okay.
But he fell, wrist on the floor, and he just ran out the gym.
Mm.
And I was just sitting there like, fuck, because he's holding his wrist.
Yeah, yeah.
And the worst thing about it was like his mom's, who was like my mom, she ran past me and was like, really, Shep? This is what we doing?
Mm. Mm.
And that right there was...
That killed right there.
Yeah, that killed me for the rest of the game. Like, I was like, damn, I hope I... When I seen him walk back in and his journey was all right, and he looked at me like, yo, what's up? And I was like... After the game, he didn't want to speak to me. I had to explain to him, like, I finished that game probably with like 16-8.
Yeah.
But it was a horrible 16. Like, I shot bad.
Yeah.
I was playing bad. And the crazy thing is, like, I saw the sub coming for me.
Yeah.
Like, the play before, I saw the sub coming for me. And I'm like, if you get something out of this game right now, you're not going back in.
You're not getting back in.
It's over. So when I went and I did that, and then I saw the sub go back to the table, I was like, I'm good, but I hurt my man.
Yeah, I almost broke my man's arm, but I get to stay.
Yeah, I tell him all the time, though, I made him tougher, man. I prepared him for all the shit that he was going through, man. I don't care what he say. I made him tougher. He appreciates me later.
It gets greater later, huh?
Gets greater later. My
so
dog.
You get through that year, and what do you think as far as the next step in your career? What are you getting ready to put yourself through to take on this next challenge?
I ain't had no clue, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't had no clue.
Okay.
I didn't know how to go about getting an agent.
Yeah. And
then everybody that was my peers, they trying to go through it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like that they could do something that wasn't done already. Like, they was going through it. You know what I'm saying? And then Keek was already a year out, but Keek went to ASM, who was a high-powered agency.
Okay.
After leading the nation in scoring 3 years. I ain't do that.
Yeah.
So his agency didn't even want to talk to me.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to figure it out. I ain't know.
Okay.
And then, honestly, I was in Macy's. I was in Macy's. And due to Macy's, dude named Shangy from Brooklyn. He was working with an agency as like a runner.
All right.
And while I'm in Macy's shopping, he came and he was like, "Yo, Shep." I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yo, bro, listen, I don't watch every game that you had or your whole college career. I worked for, I forgot what was the agency name at that time. He's like, I work for such and such. I would love to represent you."
Mm.
I was like, "Huh?" He was like, "Where you going from right now?" I was like, "I'm about to go back uptown to my house." He was like, "I want to show you how serious I am. Can I come with you to your crib, sit with your moms, introduce myself, and I just want to have a business meeting."
Okay.
I called my brother, called my moms. They was like, "Bring him uptown."
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't jumping in no car with him. I'm like, "Yo, I'll meet you uptown. This is where I live at."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I started telling everybody on the block, like, "Yo, I got this dude about to come to my crib real quick. Everybody staying outside just in case he trying to pull some funny. I
Yeah.
don't know what this is." He came, sat, brought some food to the crib,
Yep.
explained what he do, explained how much he been a fan of mine, and let's make something happen.
Okay.
So I'm like, "All right, bet." And then he ended up, helping give me my first deal. Got me my first deal. I didn't like it. I hated it.
Why?
It was just a culture shock. Like I'm
Uh,
from Harlem. I never outside of traveling, you know what I'm saying, basketball wise, I never really been to another country.
and then
So now
alone.
right, and alone. So I'm going from Harlem to Iceland.
Yeah.
Like I had to get on 3 planes to get there. It's snowing every day. I'm like, yo, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I hated it.
Did you get through it?
I got all the way through it. All the way
How'd
through
it go?
it. It went good because I led the country in scoring.
Okay, because I was gonna say I read that didn't go bad.
Nah, it didn't go bad at all because I went and played in the second division and I led the country, first division and second division in scoring.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So it didn't go bad, but it just was like, what am I doing here? Like, is this overseas? Is this what everybody was glorifying? It can't be like this. Like this ain't it.
For your first game, shooting up for your first professional game, what are the emotions going through your body? Because that's what everybody plays for.
But you know what's crazy? My emotions are going through it. I'm like, yo, I got an opportunity to show some people that never heard of me who I am.
Yep.
So I was super hyped. Like I'm in the locker room with the big iPod.
Yep.
Like I'm zoned out. Like, yo, listen, I don't know who that you right, the big thick ass iPod, the 85 gig or something like that. I'm in there like, yo, you know what? I don't know none of y'all. We teammates, but we ain't friends. I'm the only American. I ain't passing to none of y'all. I'm about to go out here and go get 50. Like, cause I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know y'all.
Yep.
I'm brought out here for a reason.
Yeah.
Nah, let's do this. So that first game was just like, and on top of that, I've been practicing with y'all. So I know that there's nobody on the team that could do what I do.
Yep.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna use this to my advantage. And talking to friends, they like, yo, bro, you're not making a career in Iceland. So go crazy. Don't go out there and be nice. You might as well go crazy.
Yep.
Because Iceland is gonna lead you to wherever else you're trying to go.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, bet. So now every game, if I'm walking away with nothing, with anything less than 30, it's not good for me. I don't care about a win. I don't care about a loss. None of that. Now I'm back in high school mode.
You building your resume.
Now I'm building my resume, and now it's like, yo, we got to get to work. So now I'm dogging it. And the coach over there, it was his first year.
Mm-hmm.
So he just wanted, me and him had a conversation. He like, yo, I need to show that I could bring somebody here that could produce.
Okay.
Help me build his resume.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm building mine, but he like, yo, help me build mine too.
Okay.
So now I'm going out there 30, 30, 30, 30, 40, 30. And he like, yo, listen, he's just promoting it. Like, we don't care about no wins right now. Like, the team was already in the last spot.
Okay.
He like, yo, just get me to the playoffs.
Mm.
No problem. Got us to the playoffs. Got that playoff bonus.
Mm.
Lost. It was like, time to get the hell out of here.
Okay. Got you.
But once I lost, And then I got the email sent like, yo, the leading scorers A division, leading scorers B division. And I got the award for the B division. Then I look at the A division. I'm like, hold up. I'm averaging 6 more points than anybody in the A division. I don't get nothing for that. They gave another bonus. I'm like, yeah, come on. Now I see that this shit is a real business.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's time. Like, unless I go somewhere and I'm on a Euro Cup team, now everywhere I go, I got to score the ball.
Yeah, yeah.
So now I'm just back in that zone.
Okay.
So I just hated it because of the living conditions. Snow every day, super cold, horrible food.
Yeah.
I'm out here just cooking spaghetti, fish, like every day. I'm by myself, soup, like time difference. I'm not sleeping. I got to stay up till 7
to talk to people back
home. Like, so I just thought I was just hating it. I was just frustrated with it, but I just learned how to become a pro. They only practice 1 time a day, but now I'm learning that I got to go to the gym on my own to get my own work because there's so much downtime. Like, now I just started, and now my friends who was in countries already, they like, welcome to the club. So now I just learned how to become a pro with it. And now, the dude who helped me, I told him right away, like, I don't care where we go from here.
Yep.
Just don't send me back here.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just put me in a better situation to where I could enjoy being here. I'm going to enjoy hooping. I'm going to work out on my own. I just want to enjoy being away. Because you're already away 6-8 months, so you're already getting homesick. So if I'm gonna do that, just put me somewhere where I don't mind being there.
That's
you're like, all right, bet.
What was your favorite country that you played in?
Ecuador.
Yeah, why so?
90 degrees all year long. Played on Barcelona's club, so Barcelona is already a top soccer club.
Yes, sir.
We was the top basketball club there.
All right.
Being there, we went and played for 2 weeks in Costa Rica, a week over here in Venezuela. Like, we doing these little tournaments and we traveling. And now I'm walking around the city and I'm going to the mall and you signing autographs and people want to buy your shirt, their Barcelona that got Sheppard on the back. Like,
yeah.
It just was a feel. I was like, damn, this is if this is happening on basketball and this is a soccer country, I can imagine how the soccer players is living. But now I'm going to meet the president of the club and I'm getting the food is just different. And you know what I'm saying? That you treat it better. Now it was like, okay, cool. And if it would have worked, I would have stayed there every year.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? It just didn't work with the club because the club, the soccer part, they started stealing money from the club, which made them fold the whole everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The bonuses, they bringing you out and they making me do little stuff like they asking me, yo, you homesick? You want? And from Ecuador to Miami is 2 hours. So I'm seeing all my friends in Miami for Memorial Weekend. And they're like, yo, fly home.
Got it.
Just go there. We pay for it. Go ahead. Go to Miami for the weekend and come back.
That's fire.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just treated for a certain level that I was just like, all right, cool. I'm not at the league, but I know we got friends in the league, and they talk about how they treat it and how they get the perks and all that. Now I'm feeling like I'm in a true professional club.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So that definitely was my favorite joint.
That's what's up. And what has life been like after basketball for Mr. Shep?
After basketball, man, life has been really good, man. I decided, to give back to the game with my own basketball academy with Sheppard Academy.
Yes, sir.
I was doing play development already for a couple high schools, but I decided, I always loved coaching. So I decided to really invest myself into trying to become a coach and got the blessing of an opportunity to coach at, arguably the best high school in New York City and Stepanak right now. Can't do anything more than be grateful for that when you sit around at a school and your first year at the school, you get to work with McDonald's All-American that's going to North Carolina. Got another one that's going to Duke.
Okay.
Powerhouse program. And they let you be you.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? They bring you in, head coach of the freshman team, but you still get to work with JV. You still get to work with varsity. You get to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? So life after it has been great. This is year 3 of my academy. I started my academy with 3 kids. I probably got 30 right now inside of the whole Sheppard Academy family. So it's building to where it needs to go to, and where I want to get it to. It's just been it's great because old school basketball still works.
Okay.
And I don't have to compromise what I'm trying to give to the game for what the game is right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have to sell my soul to get kids to come work out.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't have to sell my soul to get kids that want to come play for me in high school.
Yep.
Right? Because the parents are old school parents who understand the game of basketball.
And they know how it goes.
And they know how it goes. And they respect that somebody is still trying to give that to the game.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that I get to be myself with this game, and I'm doing everything my way, in my own time frame, at my own speed, and it's working out. And it's going to pay off in an even bigger form, and it doesn't have to. It has nothing to do with the bag, because
the kids you help.
It's just the feeling, right? The kids who are growing up underneath my watch,
yes,
are going to appreciate it because they're going to go far because of what I'm giving to them.
Life lessons, giving life lessons, bro.
Because I'm showing how this game is. Like this game, you know how many people get to the league off a name and then 3 years later you don't hear about them?
Yeah, but more than that, you're teaching kids discipline. You're teaching kids how to follow through with things, how to not give up. You know what I mean? You're teaching them how to be men without even.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
It's bigger than that, bro.
At the end of the day, right? We look at, like, if you look at music.
Yep.
Right? We know all this shit right now with music. You might hate the Lil Babies and all that other type of stuff because they're not saying nothing. But then you get a rapper and you appreciate the lyrics.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what the game is right now. The game is commercialized. But you still get those people who give you what it was and what the game is. That old school feel of it. And you appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like my work is appreciated more than a lot of others. Right? I don't look at myself as the best trainer, the best developer, none of that. I look at myself as just somebody who is giving these kids something different than what they're used to or what they think the game should be. Because you can have your ass kissed all the way through.
Yep.
But once you understand that it becomes a business and you see how fast they'll move you out that door.
In a heartbeat.
Then you'll look at it a little bit different. You look at that light a little bit different, right? I realized that with the game of basketball. Like, being an underdog, I realized how much I had to work. And I didn't even, I have no regrets with my career, how it panned out. But imagine if I didn't work.
Oh, yeah, there would be nothing to talk about.
Right? So you could sit here and have the biggest name all you want, but if you don't work and match that name, eventually that buzz going, that shit is over with.
It's over.
And all you're going to be is another, I should have, I could have, I would have. He hated, coach ain't know. Nah, I'm not putting that in nobody else's hands.
Yeah.
I made my own moves. I wrote my own story, and that's what I'm giving to the kids. Make your own. You can go out. Literally, the kid that's at Stepanak, and I haven't been with him all, you know what I mean, his whole career. But if any kids that like him, that talk about him, and RJ Davidson want to know, I tell them, y'all stop thinking about RJ as a McDonald's All-American. Think about unranked RJ, who had to work his ass off to get what he got.
To get there.
You know what I'm saying? So with that mentality, if you gotta outwork the hype mentality, you can always live with the results.
100%.
That's how I move. As long as I give 110% and whatever I'm doing, I don't care what the results is, because I satisfy myself.
Yes. Well said, bro. And what I've noticed with these kids a lot of the time is they're seeing the finished product on IG, on Facebook, and they think it's as simple as, oh, I can do that.
Yep.
And they don't understand how you gotta bust your ass, bro.
Yep.
To be able to do, just to play high school basketball, just to play college basketball, it's a blessing. And they don't appreciate it enough, I think, because of the social media. You got
social media
to look at, and you don't see the everyday grind, waking up at 5 in the morning. You just see the highlights.
That's a fact.
And all the end result.
Yes,
you know
they don't understand.
A lot of kids what it really is.
A lot of kids don't understand like how dedicated. Like you can't. It's not an off and on switch with being an athlete.
No, it's all or nothing.
It's either you're gonna do this and be committed to it, or you're not. And a lot of kids don't understand that. A lot of people who play basketball don't play basketball after the 10th grade.
Yes.
Because you can be good for freshmen, you can be good for JV, but you don't work hard enough to play varsity.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
yep.
A lot of kids look at the end result and don't understand the work that go into getting to that point.
Exactly.
But that's why I tell anybody that train with me, I don't train you for where you're at. I train you for where I feel like we should be going.
Where you can go, yes.
Because the game can stop at any given moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you're going to determine outside of whatever life throws at you with health or whatever the case may be, but you're going to determine when the basketball stops for you.
100%, bro.
You got guys who 40 that can still get after it and still get a call for a deal.
Mm-hmm.
And you got guys that can't get a job at 26.
At 22, 23 years old, straight out of school. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So you're going to make that determination. So if you don't put the work in, you can't blame nobody else.
Nobody but yourself.
And that's where we at with it. And that's why that was one of my biggest reasons for going into what I went into, man. Like, it just was like, I just wasn't happy with the game of basketball. I wasn't happy with all these guys kissing these kids' ass.
Yeah.
I wasn't happy with you telling me you got the best 3rd or 4th grade in the country. Like, how do you determine that?
Thanking these kids when they're 7 years old. Yeah.
So I just wasn't happy with it. So my shit was, whoever comes through my academy is going to get it the right way.
Good for you.
I can't tell you what's going to go on when you leave me. I can't tell you what's going to go on when you're with me, except for I'm not kissing your ass.
And you're going to work.
You're going to work.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to appreciate it, or you're going to go somewhere else.
That's it.
And if you go somewhere else, cool. And if it don't work out, you're going to understand why I approached you the way I did.
And they got to be more coaches like you out doing that. Yeah.
I appreciate it, man. I'm just trying, man. We're trying. Once again, the game is getting younger again.
Yep.
A lot of young coaches getting into it. A lot of coaches who went through the old school grind.
Mm-hmm.
The Kenny Sacks, the Gary Irvins, Kiki.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So the game is being given back to in a positive way.
Yep.
And I feel like if more of us are able to get into it,
yep,
and do it the right way, it's going to get there. Because that's going to lead to, from getting young guys ready for high school, it's going to lead to now college.
And life.
And then life, because not every college kid is going to go be a pro.
That's a fact.
But you can teach it. You can help a college kid become a man and be ready for the real world.
And that's exactly what it is. We got a minute left, so you know. We
good.
No, I appreciate you, my brother. I ain't get into none of the street ball stuff because I'm saving that for the podcast.
I already know.
I wanted you to give that your story because I respect it, man. Just like everybody else I brought up here, y'all put in a certain amount of work that not everybody's willing to do. And I salute you for that, man.
Appreciate it. I can't wait to come sit with the Street Ball podcast because you know we got a lot to talk about.
Oh, yeah, we're going in on that one.
We got a lot to talk about with Dyckman. So whenever you call, you know I'm ready, man.
I appreciate you, Sheppard.
Thank you, brother.
Congratulations again, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
And much success with your academy. If there's anything you need on my end, just holler at me.
Got you all day.
You already know.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
One.
Brother. See you later.